Hi, I'm Kaylee with Enchanted Souls Yoga. Today we're going to be focusing on the Sacral Chakra. This chakra is called Svadhisthana in Sanskrit. It's represented in the color of orange, and it's located about 4 fingers under the navel. This is our passion center, our intimate center. This is where our emotions derive from, our creativity, our sensuality, our sexuality, and our intimacy. So if you are experiencing any type of blockages in this chakra, you usually will experience emotional dryness. You might not be very in tune to how you're feeling, being able to decipher and understand your emotions. You could also have a block creatively. It could be a lack of sex drive, and sometimes even overactive sex drive. And sometimes it's hard for you to really enjoy the sensual pleasures of life. So this could be, or intimacy and problems. So all of these are signs of blockages in our sacral chakra. You could also experience reproductive problems. So we definitely want a healthy, nice, glowing sacral chakra. So through yoga, you can do some breath work and also some stabilizations poses. And hip opener poses that usually help stimulate and activate the sacral area. So today we're going to start in Sukhasana. Once again, this is where we cross up the ankles. We sit up nice and straight. We start to tilt the pelvic bowl down so we can really elongate and straighten through the spine. Our chest is nice and wide and our belly is drawn in. You can always grab a block and place it under the seat. If the hips are really tight and you need a little bit more space in the hips, this is a nice way to create that space. The knees go down and you're a little bit lifted. This does that natural tilt of the pelvic bowl for you. If not, you can stay firmly planted on the earth, or you can also grab these blocks and place them under the thighs for a little bit extra support if the thighs are really tight. All right, so let's sit up nice and straight. And first, we always want to come into the center of our being, and we do this through pranayama, our breath work. So closing of the eyes, we'll begin to grab the breath. We're not manipulating the breath in any fashion here, just allowing it to float in the nose and slowly out the nose. In the nose, deep inhale and exhale, let the breath go. Breath goes back in, and slowly exhale, let it all go. Revisiting our Dirga breath, like we went over in the last video, the 3-part breath. So we move the breath from 3 parts of the body, using all 3 chambers of the lungs. So inhaling, stretching the stomach, take a nice deep inhale, stretching the diaphragm, inhale, send that breath up the front of the body, lift from the ribs. Breath goes up, you expand and lift from the collarbones. And slowly exhale. We draw the chest back in, the ribs settle. We draw the navel back in. And then we grab it again, inhale, send the breath up the body, lifting from the ribs, the chest, and exhale, let it all go. One more Dirga breath. Inhale, deep Buddha belly. Send that breath up the front of the body, up the body again, top of the collarbones. And exhale, we're going to let it all go. So we're going to start with the neck. Drop the ear, left ear down to the left shoulder. And we'll float that back to center. The right ear goes down to the right shoulder. So we're not bringing it shoulder to ear. The shoulders will drop down, back to the left. And back to the right. You can keep your eyes closed here, focusing in on the breath. And we'll bring it back to center. Once again, you can follow my voice, keeping the eyes closed, focusing inward, or you can flutter the eyes open if you need a little bit of guidance. Left hand comes to the earth, nice and flat. Right hand begins to shoot up into the sky. The neck can stay straight, but we can begin to lean it back to the left, really reaching with the right hand. The right hand is active, the gaze is up. We inhale. Reaching, lots of space is being created in the right side of the body here. Inhale. Exhale, right hand floats down. Left hand begins to float into the sky, right hand's flat on the earth. We'll take the gaze all the way up, reaching wide with the hands, strong lines of energy as the palms are fierce. Grabbing the breath, inhale. Exhale, let it go. One more time. Right hand floats all the way up, gaze follows. Grab the breath. And right hand floats back down, straight. The spine's nice and straight. Left hand floats up. Reaching. And left hand floats back down. So since the knees have been bent for a hot minute, we're going to release the legs and kind of shake them out. So we aren't used to sitting for that extended amount of time with the knees bent, so you can start to feel a little bit of pressure on the knees. So just rub the legs out, talk to the body. So the first position we're going to start with is staff pose. This is a stabilization pose. So this activates and works that sacral chakra. So the feet are nice and flexed. Lines of energy are shooting out the toes. The calves are pushed into the earth, and we're sitting nice and straight. Hands down on the side, chin is parallel with the earth. We're bringing our awareness back to the breath. Maybe focus on a round circular vortex representing the color orange, kind of massaging the lower body, the reproductive organs. And hands come to our center. Inhale, sending the palms all the way up. Our gaze follows. And exhale, the palms release. Hands are nice and wide, bringing the chin back parallel. Shoulders drop down. Staff pose. Dandasana. Nice stabilization. Great for our spine. Core is pulled in. Active. Every single part of my body is active. The breath is fluid. And release all the way down. Lifting from the chest. Surrender. Feet are still flexed. Everything's engaged. And we'll bring it all the way back up. And palms float back down to heart center. Hands come back behind us as we bend the knees. We're going to go into another stabilization pose, Navasana. This also is helping activate that core, drawing everything in right here to that sacral chakra. Knees are shooting up to the sky. Let's bring our hands back behind us. We're going to roll back on the sit bones as you lift the knees up. So the knees are lifting the legs. The feet are shooting out straight from our knees. Shoulders are down. Begin to connect with the breath. You can feel the core starting to burn here. That's good. Creating some tapas, the heat in the body. And we'll send the legs straight up. And breathe. And then bring them back down. Nice. And straighten them back out. Breathing. And bend them down. We're going to roll up on top of the sit bones, activating the core. Hands come under the knees. Shoulders down. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to straighten the legs back up and straighten the arms. Coming into a slight balance. Nice stabilization. And we'll bend the left foot down. Draw the chest back in. Release the hands down to each side. The left knee is bent. Foot is flat on the earth. Right leg is pointed straight. Breathe. And right knee bends down. Exhale. Left leg floats up. And left floats down. Right goes back up. So it's kind of like a dance, you know? Have some movement. Pull the chest back in, draw it back out. Work the body. Be mindful of everything that's happening. My toes are pointed. My full thigh is active. My core is engaged. And again. You can smile and come back. My breath is fluid the whole time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Draw it back in. Nice. Straighten the legs back out. Hands float all the way up. And let's fold it forward. Feet flexed. Draw the shoulders back. Tuck the chin. Inhale. Exhale. Lower down. If the hands are just here, same thing. Use the breath to lower the self down. And we'll float back up. We're going to come to our knees. So we're going to come in table position. So in table position, the hands are directly under the shoulders, nice and wide. Pie slices could fit between the fingers. Knees directly under the hips. This is also coming from the core, so it's working and moving everything around in that sacral energy. So first you take the gaze all the way up and you expand from the throat and grab your breath. This is your inhale. This is your cow. Exhale, rounding into cat. So you're going to tuck the chin, round the head, round the shoulders, draw the core all the way in, tuck the tailbone. And inhale, moving back into cow. And exhale into cat. You can even rock back here in your cat. And back into cow. And exhale. Round it all. You can rock back if you like. And back up. And exhale, round. One more. Inhale, cow. One more cat. And we'll come back into table. Round everything. Really pushing the top of the shoulders. And we'll come back to table. Straight arms, straight spine. The right foot's going to shoot directly back behind you. The ball of the right foot's on the earth. You're going to find your drishti point out in front of you. This is your focal point. Left hand stands firmly planted on the earth. Right foot floats up. So we're moving into our sunburn. We don't want the foot up here. We don't want it all over to the side, straight back behind you. And left hand floats up, palm facing in. Take a nice deep breath. We're focusing on that drishti, so straight line. Really pull this core in, activate your core, shoulders down. And breathe. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to pull this elbow in and the knee in and round. And then we'll send it right back out. And pull back in. So we're rounding just like in that cat. Shoot it back out. Lines of energy is from my heel to the front of my fingertips. And we'll bring it back in. Last time, shoot it back out and hold. Left hip floats down, right knee floats down. We'll sit back on our hips or on our feet. And we're going to work the wrist. So always want to protect each part of our body. And one more time, we're going to go into the other side. Back to table, hands directly under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Left foot goes back this time. Grab the breath, inhale. And exhale, foot floats up. If this gets too much, you can keep it down, the toe on the ground. But let's keep it, try to keep it up, straight line with the spine. We're squeezing in the thighs, we're squeezing in the glutes. We're pulling our belly in. Right hand shoots out, palms are wide. Lines of energy are shooting out each end of the body. And breathe. So we got that drishti, that focus point. And let's roll everything in. Pull the belly button in, pull the knee in, round the body, and shoot it back out. Going back to the flexed hand, flexed foot, and draw it back in. And shoot it back out. Inhale. One more time, pull it in, and we'll send it back out. One more time, and back out. Right hand comes down, left knee comes down. All we're gonna do is open up the knees to the length of the mat, and if they're not on a mat, just a little past hip width. Feet shoot back, and we begin to float the seat down. We're opening the hips here. That's working that sacral chakra. If it's too aggressive, you can grab the block and sit on the block, lifting the chest. But if you want to take it up a notch, we're going to bring it all the way down. So we're here. And breathe. So we're still lifting from the chest, the upper body's lifted. We're opening, we're sitting down in the hips. Hands come to heart center. Let's focus back on the breath. Inhale. Exhale. And hands come to the earth in front of us. Walk the self down. Coming to the elbows. Forearms are nice and wide. Tucking the chin. Dropping the seat down and back. If you like to take it one more notch, you can open the arms all the way out. Flattening out the chest. Tucking the chin. Third eye to the earth. Shoulders are relaxed, and breathe. And you can always take any variation of these poses. So honor your own body and your own practice. If this is where you need to be, or here, honor your own practice. And we'll slowly float back up. Remove the block if you had one, or your pillow. And we're going to come back to our Sukhasana stance. So back with the knees out to the side. We're going to close our eyes, going back to our breath. Allowing that color orange to float in through the body, down the spine, and go all the way to our sacral energy. Allowing the breath to move freely in the body. Bringing the hands to heart center. I'd like to thank you so much for spending a couple minutes with me and with your body. I hope to see you again. Hopefully there'll be a video next Monday and with a new topic. You can always repeat these videos if you need a little extra stretch. And I wish you all the best of luck and thank you so much. Namaste.